Welcome to the VVIP with Ahmed Anush. I'm Ahmed Anush. My guest today is James Russo. He is the Director of Press, Cultural and Educational Affairs of U.S. Embassy to Sri Lanka and Maldives. James Russo has served for 18 years in the United States Foreign Service. He has worked in Colombia, Costa Rica, Mexico, Bosnia, Sri Lanka, and Washington, D.C. His post stints have included stints as a political economic officer, press officer, and 3 tours as Counselor for Public Affairs. James Russo, very warm welcome to the VVIP with Ahmed Anush. How would you describe your job?
Well, most important aspect of my job is to help create connections between the people of the United States of America and the people of the Maldives. The Maldives is a very young country. 42% of Maldivians are under the age of 24. So a lot of our programming is aimed towards youth and young people. And we have a number of programs we conduct here geared around digital education, coding, web design, digital media, photography, videography. We have a program we're starting up where young people will learn how to shoot videos to tell the story of their communities. We just did, as I said, a skateboarding program here. Skateboarding is a uniquely American sport, but it's a wonderful sport for teaching leadership skills, gender equality. A large percentage of skateboarders in the world are actually young girls and women. And it's also a way to empower youth and get young people involved in their communities. It's a very positive type of sport. It also gets young people out of the house and doing something positive and constructive. We always work with the local communities, local governments. We do not want to come into a country and do a program that is not supported by the community. For example, the skateboarding program we did here a few weeks ago, that was supported by the Ministry of Youth and Sports. Well, first of all, cultural sensitivity is really important. That's why American diplomats, or in the case of Sri Lankan diplomats in the United States, we have to understand the countries we're in and the cultures we're in. We would never want to do anything that would be offensive or inappropriate in the country we are.
How would you define free press?
I think I would define free press as journalists who are free to print what they believe, but are professional enough to fact check and try as best they can to print the truth, and that are not unduly influenced, let's say, by the media owners or by the governments and their goal really, I believe, should be to inform the citizens of their country about the truth. What we do in the American Embassy in the Public Affairs section is we support cultural programming, educational programming, and media programming to help tell America's story and to help people in the Maldives, for example, understand what America is about. And that way we believe that that's a way for us to create connections between our two peoples. If we understand each other better, then we have a basis for conversation.
James Russo, thank you very much for being on the VVIP with Ahmed Anush.
My pleasure.